Hey there, and welcome back to Feminine Initiate. I'm your host, Jess West. I hope you're having an incredible day so far. Before we fully get into today's episode, I'd love for us to take a pause together. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Inhaling in and out. You can even let out a sigh on your exhale. We've made it to the last week of 2025. And if you're feeling like this year didn't look quite like you thought it would, maybe the goals that you set last January didn't materialize for you. Maybe your business didn't grow as you had wanted it to. Maybe this year was emotional and heavy and hard. In either case, I want you to know that you are not alone, that you're not behind. And my intention for this episode is to help you make sense of the year that you've just lived, not in this analytical way, but in a way that allows you to trust that you are right on time. You're right where you need to be, and you're much more aligned and connected to the whole than you may have realized. I want to do this by exploring two energetic systems with you that have been coming up on my social feeds a lot lately, so maybe you've noticed them too. They are Numerology and the Lunar Zodiac. And whether you believe in these systems or not, or maybe you believe in one but not the other, I found that they deliver a very similar message, if not the same message. And I know that you will resonate with these patterns regardless of your belief. So my intention is to use these as a framework to highlight what you may have already experienced, not to tell you who and what you should be. So let's go in. In numerology, the year 2025 had a universal theme of 9, and this is calculated by adding up all of the numbers of the year. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 for 2025 is 9. And so this 9 year represents a complete cycle, and we are about to begin fresh again with number 1, which is the total of the numbers in 2026. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is 10, and then 1 plus 0 is 1. So we're going into a fresh new year, number 1. This is the complete cycle. The cycle first began in 2017, and so this year in 2025 was the year when we were wrapping up and coming to terms with the people that we became back in 2017. And the better that we were able to really do this wrapping up of things, to coming into terms, the more bright our options will be when we embark in this new journey beginning in 2026. And so in essence, this year was an opportunity to detox our lives, let go of old identities that no longer run true for us, let go of relationships that no longer nourish us, and let go of business models or visions or directions that no longer feel aligned with who we're becoming. This year was all about going within, and you may have really felt that. It was a deeply emotional year, and it gave us an opportunity to not only reflect internally on the beliefs we're holding, on past memories, on fears, on old patterns that we have, but also to let them go. And this whole theme of the year ties really well with the year of the snake in the Lunar Zodiac, which is also all about shedding what no longer serves us so that we could become renewed. That's honestly what a snake does. It sheds its old skin. And this really was what 2025 was for. It was a time to recalibrate our energy, to reassess what truly matters to us. We may have felt drawn to simplify our lives, simplify our routines, simplify our schedules, to clear out any physical or emotional clutter. And what's really important to know about this year is that it was really about focusing on achieving clarity rather than taking outside action. So if we're closing up 2025 and you're feeling like you didn't accomplish the things that you wanted to accomplish this year. Maybe the goals that you set last January, you haven't seen them come to fruition in your physical 3D world that you can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. I want you to take a moment to reflect on your inner world instead and take note of the awarenesses, all of the growth, the healing, the inner clearing that you have accomplished this year, because this is what it really was about. It was about the inner accomplishments, achieving that inner growth and that inner clarity, as opposed to the actual outside action. In the show notes, I've included reflection questions to guide you in closing off this year and welcoming the new year energy. So if you feel like taking a deep dive into your inner world and really almost excavating what has happened, the shifts that have occurred this past year and how you want to move forward in 2026, then I invite you to take a look at the show notes so that you can get all of those questions. And one of the questions that I want to offer you now, and as I say this, you may already have ideas come up in your head, and take note of that. Take a mental note. What thoughts, habits, and beliefs are you done carrying forward? And now let's look to the new year. We're going into 2026, and in numerology, we're entering the year 1, which is all about initiation. It signifies new beginnings, stepping fully into our new identities, really solidifying that within ourselves. And this is also the beginning of another 9-year cycle. And so let's reflect. What do we want to make of it? The energy of 2026 invites us to dream again, to take risks, to move forward with courage and self-belief. Unlike 2025, this year invites us to take action, the outward focused action. Because last year, or 2025, allowed us to uncover our authentic selves. We've done that inner work. And now that we're free from those outdated identities, from those beliefs and those old habits, we are truly free to take chances on ourselves, to initiate new ventures, to begin new relationships, to relocate if we feel called to do that, and to plant new seeds. This doesn't mean that we have to have the next 9 years figured out to a T, know exactly what we're doing. But now that we're deeply rooted into ourselves from all the work that we put in this past year, we are now safe to continue to explore new areas of interest because we're grounded into ourselves. And as we do this, as we continue to explore, our confidence in ourselves continues to grow with each and every step that we take. And a universal year, number 1, is very much about self-leadership as well. And this is what we are being called to step into in this new year. And this, again, aligns beautifully with the theme in the Lunar Zodiac, which is horse. We're going into the year of the horse. And the horse represents energy, independence, and forward momentum. The horse is all about taking action towards those secret dreams we have, but we've never pursued. Maybe we've never even said them out loud. Those inclinations we've had to start something or to launch new projects or ask someone out or book that vacation or make that move, but we've never acted on it until now. 2026, the horse is telling us that the time to act is now. You've worked hard to be here. You've done the work. You've prepared enough. And now is the time to truly step into the spotlight of your life, to make your dreams happen. And the more that you do this, the more 2026 could feel vibrant, social, and faster, if you can believe that. It can feel like it's even moving faster than 2025 moved. Opportunities may unfold quicker than they have before because you are energetically aligned to your desires. Keep in mind, though, that the lunar year doesn't actually start until February 17th, 2026, because it's linked to the moon cycles, not the calendar year. So, as I said, I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media saying that we're now entering the year of the horse, which we are, but not January 1st. That's not the mark of it. The energetic shift really does take place beginning February 17th. And I'm not saying that you're not going to experience it before. I'm not saying don't take action before that, anything like that. It's really something that I always say on the podcast is what you will believe to be true is true. You get to create the reality that you want. The purpose of me sharing all of this today was to make sense of the emotional year that many of us have just had, to kind of give an explanation and see the collective picture, have this understanding that you're not alone, that we're all this one energy consciousness, and many of the times we're navigating similar challenges. And so know that wherever you are right now, you are right on track. You are right where you need to be. And you can enter in this new year with that kind of fluidity as well. Yes, the energies of this year are going to be to encourage you to take action. The energies will be momentum building. But you are in the driver's seat of your life. You always have the final say. What you say goes. And I wanted to share these two systems as a way of self-reflection of the year coming to a close, to reflect on all of the inner growth, the self-awareness, the discernment, the boundaries that we created and achieved this year, and to recognize all of the accomplishments we had this year, even if we don't physically see them. Our greatest strength is invisible. To recognize that we're on our own journey to really solidify the inner growth that we've done and ground ourselves into ourselves so that we can welcome the new year of 2026 with grounded momentum. Because there's still time for us to tie up the loose ends and find our footing within ourselves, so to speak. So if you feel like you aren't completely clear on what it is that you want to bring into the new year, if you feel like you aren't completely clear with your own self-identity, if you still feel like you are held back by these fears, by these false beliefs, I mean, we're never really going to outgrow all of them. This is the human experience. This is it. But if you feel like they're still grasping onto you and you can't quite make that next step forward because of all of the old stories that are lingering behind, know that there is still time. You are right where you need to be, and allow yourself just to rest in that trust, knowing that you are here. What you want wants you also. And if you continue to keep your sights onto that, rest in that deep inner trust, when something is right for you in the new year, it will make itself known. Believe that you will not miss an opportunity that is meant for you. And again, I've included some reflection questions in the show notes so that you could really take a deep dive into the year that we have just experienced and begin to clarify or allow those dreams that you've been holding for so long, allow yourself to put them pen to paper or speak them out loud, speak them into existence so that you can experience that. You can begin to create that for yourself when it feels right for you in the year to come. If you know of someone else who can benefit from this episode, please share it with them. I'm wishing you the happiest holidays and a beautiful close to the new year. Thank you so much for being here with me this year. It was honestly such an honor to be able to share my own thoughts, experiences, and learnings with you. This past year, I have pivoted from doing a lot of guest episodes and focused more on solo episodes. This was part of my own personal growth and visibility journey. And so having you continue to listen and come back with, every week with a new episode, it honestly means the world to me. So thank you so much. As always, have a fantastic week. And until next time, be empowered. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode, and I'll see you next time.